Hey, do you remember how Macbeth started? Do you remember how Romeo and Juliet got started? I'll give you a hint for that one. La da 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 dum dum da. La da 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 dum dum da. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. To refresh your recollection, Macbeth doesn't start with Macbeth. Macbeth starts with the witches. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Romeo and Juliet doesn't start with Romeo and Juliet. It starts with two servants and nobody even remembers their names. And, do you bite your thumb at us, sir? I do bite my thumb, sir. But do you bite your thumb at us, sir? Okay, you're starting to see a pattern here. Shakespeare loves to begin Act 1, Scene 1 with really, really minor characters. And during this exposition period, he's going to set up three things: mood, setting, and theme. And we're going to see that Shakespeare does this again in Hamlet. Hamlet starts with two guards. One guard is such a minor character that he's going to disappear after about 8 lines, and he's never going to come back after that point. So, let's check out the opening scene of Hamlet, and we're looking for three things: mood, setting, and theme. Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself. Long live the king. Bernardo? He. You come most carefully upon your hour. 'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco. For this relief, much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold, and I am sick at heart. Have you had quiet guard? Not a mouse stirring. Well, good night. Okay, now that you've seen the opening of Act 1, Scene 1 of Hamlet, what's the mood? What's the setting? What's the theme? It starts with the line, "Who's there?" And you've got two guards. The mood seems to be paranoia. They're both suspicious. They're on guard for something. They don't know who's there. One thing that's weird about this opening scene, Francisco is the one who's on guard. He's the one who's supposed to be watching. And he gets surprised by Bernardo, the guy who is coming to replace him. I mean, Francisco should be on the watch, should be on the lookout. And he says, you come most carefully upon your hour. So he knows that Bernardo is supposed to show up at this point and relieve him. So why is he surprised? Oh, I'll also add that mood of paranoia. Francisco tells us, I am sick at heart. He's so nervous and anxious about what's going on around this castle. It's making him sick at heart. Again, it's this atmosphere of paranoia and anxiety, really. We're going to find out later in the scene that they are on guard because they are expecting an attack to come from Norway any day now. However, that attack never really materializes. The threats are all inside Denmark. The threats are all inside the royal castle, inside the royal family. So you got this mood of paranoia. What is the setting? Well, from the dialogue, we find out that it's midnight. We also find out that it's bitter cold. Now remember, Shakespeare's Globe was a partially outdoor theater They only performed during the warm weather months, and they only performed during nice weather. So the audience is being told it's midnight and it's bitter cold on a nice warm sunny afternoon. The theme? Well, the opening line is, "Who's there?" And the answer is, "Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself." The theme of this play, one of the many themes of Hamlet, is going to be identity. Who's there? And the whole idea is it's about self-discovery. Unfold yourself. Reveal yourself. Like any story involving a hero's journey, even one like Hamlet, where the hero doesn't actually do too much traveling. He's going to do a little bit of traveling in Act 4, but that's sort of a distraction. Even in a play where the hero doesn't actually do a whole lot of traveling, the journey is really about self-discovery. It's really about learning about himself. And that's one of the themes that Shakespeare sets up right in this opening few lines of Hamlet. Have you had a quiet guard? Not a mouse stirring. Well, good night.
Supper tonight. A lot of people won't get no justice tonight.